Hello everyone, John here, and welcome back to another episode of Southern Exposure. Well guys, today we're in the kitchen getting our food prepped up. We've got 2 whole chickens here that we're going to put on the grill today and smoke them, season them up real good, of course, like we always do, and get them over to our Hungry Tailgate guys later on today. So if you can see right here, I've got 2 chickens in front of you. I've got one of them that's already split open, and what I did is I cut the backbone out of it, or some people call it spatchcocking. Basically what that is, you just cut the backbone out and you butterfly the chicken open so it cooks flatter on the grill or in the oven, whatever you're cooking it on, and gives it a lot more even cook, and it cooks a little bit faster. So I'm going to show you how to do this and to make this chicken look like this chicken. So let's get started. Okay guys, so here's our chickens. Here's one that I've already done. Like I said, I've already cut the backbone out and butterflied it and laid it wide open. If you notice how flat it's laying. And I'll turn it over for you to show you another angle of it. That's kind of how it looks. It's nice and flat. Okay, so we'll put that one to the side. Here's the one that I haven't done yet, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Some of you have done this before, and you know exactly what I'm about to do, but there's some of y'all that's never cut the backbone out of a chicken and laid it open. So for those of you who haven't, I'm going to show you how. So basically what you're doing is you're turning the bird over, laying it belly down. Okay, here's your spine right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this spine out. Now if you're not real sure how much to cut out, it's about 2 fingers for most people. That spine is about 2 fingers wide. So if you would like a little easier way to cut it out, you can do it like this. You place 2 fingers on it, get you a sharp knife, lay it to the side of your finger, move your finger out of the way, and simply make a cut straight down towards the butt of the chicken, okay? And then you can do the other side the same way. 2 fingers. Be sure to move your fingers out of the way. And then make a straight cut all the way down, okay, to the butt. And there it is. Now, if you have a really sharp knife, it will cut most of the bone out itself. Okay. All right. Now you're going to need a pair of kitchen shears or meat shears to finish it up. So all you do at this point is go from the back and you just snip it out. Boom. And do the other side. And you just snip it all the way up to the front, and boom. There's the spine of the chicken taken out. And we're not going to use that for anything else, so we're going to discard that. And then we have your chicken open. Now at this point, you want to take this little bone right here and take your knife, place your knife on top of it, and just give it a little pop, not a big one, just a little pop like this. That's it. And you're going to lay the chicken open. Get your legs out. And that's it. Now it's nice and flat. Now you can also cut the rib cage out if you like. It's kind of hard to cut out. You got to fool with it a little bit. But if you like, I'll show you how to do that. Cut it from the side and just work it down. And you can cut it out just like that. I'll get this side. Okay. Most of it will pull off, but there you go. All right, come on. I'll give it a little whack. Okay, so now we've got the rib cage pretty much cut out as well, and our bird is nice and flat. And all you want to do after this point is pick out any extra little bit of fat or anything that's on there that you probably don't want to cook. Get that out of the way. It's a little here. If you get a little bit of extra fat on the ends, you can carve that off as well. A lot of that stuff, you're not gonna need to eat that anyway. And just any little pieces that's sticking up or something, you can just kind of cut those out of the way. Get those done. Just clean it up a little bit. You got a little fat up top that you're not needing. Just trim it off, pull it off best you can. Okay, so now we've got this done. So now we've got our 2 chickens ready to go. Okay, we've got them all laid out. The next thing we're going to do now is we're going to inject them and we're going to season them up, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, our seasoning for today is going to be Zatarain's Cajun Injector, the Creole Butter Blend. Take a look at that stuff. You got to shake it up real good. For those of y'all who haven't tried this, it is absolutely incredible on chicken and turkey and even pork, like a pork loin or something. They normally come with an injector with it, or you can buy one out injector if you already have one. I already have an injector, so I just buy these. So we're going to start with that. And then we have 2 others. This is from Fire and Smoke. This came from Walmart of all places. This is called Sweet Pepper Honey Kissed Bird Rub. This is very, very good stuff I found to rub on a bird. The flavor is incredible with it. And of course, we're going to also add some Zatarain's garlic and herb seasoning with that. And these 2 combined together is going to make it really nice. So if y'all ready, let's get started. Okay, we got our birds transferred onto some wire racks. This is what we're going to be cooking them on. It'll be a lot easier to move around once they're on the grill. So this is what we're going to go with. We've got our chicken laid over. We're going to season this side, flip them over, and inject them, and then season the other side. But before we do that, we're going to make sure that all the moisture is off of the meat. We don't want any water or anything that's come out to get in with the rub or anything. So we're just going to pat these dry on this side. Okay. Just with a paper towel to get that good and dry. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're going to start out with a little bit of olive oil to coat the bird with. I like to use the spray kind. It's a lot easier to deal with. Let's put a little light coating of that on there, and we're simply going to go with our rub. Starting with the sweet pepper. We're going to put a nice little coating on here. Spread that all on there real nice. Make sure you get all your seasoning on your wings. Cover everything as best as you can with the seasoning. Okay. There we go. Get this one done. And that olive oil is going to help this seasoning hold to it a lot better than it would if we didn't use it. Of course, you don't have to use it. You can do it without any kind of coating if you like. But I like to use a little olive oil on it. It makes things stick a little bit better. Okay, now we're going to come in with our Zatarain's garlic and herb on top. Get that in there good. All right, there we go. And we're going to take and press that in a little bit. Get a nice little base coating on there, nice and seasoned up. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to flip them over. Try to do this with one hand. We got them flipped over now. All right. Okay, and now we're going to inject them. So what I'm using is it's a upgraded injector needle that you can buy anywhere. This one's just one that I prefer over the one that comes with the Cajun injector. So we're just gonna get to injecting. We're gonna start on the thighs. Get those in there. Run it down to the leg a little bit. Doesn't take much. Stick it in through the thigh. Run it down to the leg. A little bit in there. Start at the bottom of the breast. Okay, reload. Go up at the top of the breast and inject a little bit more. I can get a little bit in the wing, I will. It doesn't always go in there. All right, and that's really it. Doesn't take much. All right, let's get the other one done. Start the thigh, run down to the leg, and everybody gets some. All right. All right. Come on, baby. Redo that. There we go. We'll go towards the bottom of the breast. Top of the breast. And there we go. That bird is injected. Now the injector that I use, the holes in it they're not at the end, they're on the sides of it, and there's like 6 holes in it that run down. So when you inject the needle into there with this type injector, it spreads the injector all in the area that you're trying to get coated. So it makes it a lot easier and a lot faster to do it. It didn't take but a minute to do the quarters and the breast, and it's done. So now we got that done. We're gonna go ahead with our season. Okay, we've got one of them seasoned up. We got another one to do. We've already flipped it over. We're gonna coat it with a little bit of olive oil, and then we're gonna start our seasoning just like we did the other one. It's already been injected. Coat that on there. Get everything nice and seasoned up. All right. Come back with our garlic and herb. Top that off. All right, give it a good pat in. Everything's nice and coated. All right. Okay guys, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna slide these back in the refrigerator and let them sit for about 1 hour. And let all those juices get situated inside the meat, let all this seasoning get worked in. And then we're gonna put them on the pellet grill in about an hour. So I'll see you then. Okay guys, it's been 1 hour that the chickens have been resting in the refrigerator, marinating, let all those juices get situated. So now we've placed them onto the pit boss. We have the temperature up to 275 degrees. We have our smoke tube in there along with smoke mode, which is set on the pit boss to give it some extra smoke. So we're going to close this down. We're going to set the timer for 45 minutes. We're going to come back and check on it, make sure it's doing okay. And this cook should take anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 15 minutes. It just depends on the chicken. So we're probe testing for 165 degrees internal temperature. So once we reach that temperature, these birds will be ready. So let's get this lid closed down and I'll check back with you in just a minute. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. It's time to check on the chicken. We're going to stick our probe in and check the breast. Yeah, it's not quite there yet. 124, it's getting close. We'll check the thigh. Yeah, it's not quite there yet. Check the other one. This one's starting to cook. This one's actually getting a lot closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate these two birds. This one is cooking much faster than the other one. So we're going to rotate them to help them cook evenly. So I'll get these rotated and I'll set my timer for another 30 minutes and we'll come back and check them again. Okay guys, these things are done. It's time to pull them off, maybe in about 2 minutes. But before we pull them off, we're going to slap some Meat Mitch's barbecue womp sauce on them. I'll put the description in the link of the video so you can look at all the stuff I've used today. Use whatever barbecue sauce you like, or you don't have to glaze them at all if you don't like, but I'm fixing to slap some on right now. And then we'll close it down and give them just a few more minutes and they'll be done. Okay guys, we got our chicken back here in the kitchen. We got it on the chop block. It smells absolutely delicious. We've got all our seasonings that we put in it just oozing out. It just tastes so good. I wish you guys could taste this, but there is a way you can taste it. You can do it yourself, right? So let's cut this bad boy up. So I'm gonna cut the leg quarters off. Look at that. Get the leg quarters off. Then we're gonna cut the breast right down the middle. There we go. Oh man, look at that. Absolutely incredible. Oh, you guys have got to see this. Wow, look at this juice, man. God, it's juicy. Let me bring this over here so you guys can get a little peek. Look at the juices in that thing, huh? Goodness gracious. Oh man. Man, I need to trim off a little bit, just a little bit off the top for me to taste it. Oh man. Man, that's so good. It's juicy. This is the breast I just cut and it's just full of juice. This is absolutely incredible. Well guys, I'm gonna get this all cut up and I'm gonna get to my tailgate party and watch some football with my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, would you please consider giving me a like? And if you really like it enough, give me a sub. I appreciate it. And leave me your comments and questions in the description, please. And let me know if you like this the way I did it or if you did a little bit different. I'd love to hear from you. So I'll see you next time, guys. This is John with Southern Exposure. And we'll see you next one.